Hi guys, Ironstrix here. I had a lot of people asking me on my live stream yesterday how I got this fancy new set of armor called the Rogue's Outfit. Now, this set of armor is not new at all. It's actually been in the game for a very long time. In fact, the Rogue's Den minigame is a very old minigame. The first set of graceful armor was actually made using a model of the Rogue's armor, just recolored to be white. That was back before, the old school RuneScape team had a graphics team. They were basically just hacking and recoloring models that they already had. So yeah, as you can see, the Rogue's outfit is quite old, just not very many people know how to get it. Well, today I'm going to show you how to get it, because this new buffed Rogue's outfit is really awesome. Basically, Jagex buffed the Rogue's outfit so that now it will give a 100% chance of getting double loot when pickpocketing. This applies to everything from blackjacking metafight thugs all the way to master farmer. That's right, you can get yourself somewhere like 20 ranarr seeds an hour pickpocketing master farmer. So if this sounds pretty amazing, then you're probably going to want to get yourself a Rogue's outfit. Now how do you do that? Well, the Rogue's outfit comes from the Rogue's Den minigame. And the way to get there is, of course, go to Birth Orb. A lot of you guys have probably been here before to do yourself, I don't know, like some cooking. There's a nice little fire there. Maybe you came here to get your graceful. Either way, you've probably been here before. Now what you probably didn't do is you probably didn't play the Rogue's Den minigame. This is also a really good place to buy ropes if you're an Ironman. You need to have, I think, a certain level of agility or thieving to trade Martin Thwaite. But it's a very nice place to pick up ropes for KQ. That's what I come here and do. Now soon I'll have the elite diary and I won't need to do that. The first thing you need to know about this minigame is you can't take anything into it. You gotta bank everything. The second thing you need to know is there are two different paths to doing this minigame. Technically there are three, but if you take the third path, this minigame is really not worth playing. So the two paths, one path requires that you have 50 agility and 50 thieving. This is the longer of the two paths. It takes about 6 or 7 minutes to complete a game with 50 agility and 50 thieving. This means the full set will take you anywhere from about 2 to 3 hours to get. That's because there's a 1 in 8 chance every time you finish the minigame that you're even going to get a piece, and you don't always even get a reward every time you finish it. And you can get duplicate pieces. This means you're kind of up to the mercy of RNG. I know some people have completed the set very quickly, and other people, they got 30 repeat items before they had the last piece that they needed. The second path requires that you have 80 thieving and is much, much, much faster. If you're anywhere close to getting 80 thieving, I would recommend getting it before going for the Rogue's outfit. Now the path that requires 80 thieving only takes about 2 minutes to finish if you're going very fast, which this guide will show you how to do. We will be going very fast. Now the way to start the minigame is come over here and you talk to Brian O. Richard. You tell him you want to try his amazing maze. This is the Rogue's Den minigame. You'll get yourself this nice mystic jewel. If you activate this while in the minigame, it's going to kick you out. So, if you ever wondered what this doorway over here was about, you ever tried to open it, this guy over here, Brian or Richard, he would yell at you and tell you to come talk to him. Well, this is how you start the Rogue's Den minigame. If we go in here and activate the mystic jewel, he'll tell you, I want to give up. And then it teleports you out of there. And he's mocking me for not getting very far when we got no experience. That makes me very sad. So let's show you how to actually do this minigame. So all you have to do is go through this door. Now there's a few things that you need to know. These traps here, you can disarm them. Now if you deactivate the traps, here's what's going to happen. You're going to lose a thieving level. So this does not regain. Normally this stat drain, once it would tick down, this would regenerate. You'd be back at 83. That's not how things work in this minigame. In this minigame, basically your stats slowly tick down as you do obstacles, and once your stats entirely drain, you get kicked out of the minigame. So, with that reasoning, we want to do as few traps as possible. Now what's really neat, if I walk back here, what's really neat is you can just run over these. You don't need to activate them at all. Now, there is a few rules. You can only run over about 2 or 3 of these at a time at full steam. And if you stop on them, it's going to kick you out of the minigame. See? you're going to get caught. And if you get kicked out of the minigame, then you have to start it all over again. It's pretty awful. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and start the minigame again. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to show you the other kind of obstacle, since we can just run over this. This is an agility obstacle, these contortion bars. This is why you also need an agility level, because these drain your agility. That drains it by a lot more than one, so see why I recommend at least 50 in both. Now we're going to show you how to go along the path here. What's interesting here is you can just click this little patch here. You run past all this junk, and then you can just run right along and go through the bars. Now this is same for both paths. This is the same thing for both paths. You're going to want to click this little clear spot here. You'll run right there, and then you can run right up and out. You want to run through all these. There's more traps there. You just want to keep running through all of that there. And you'll come here, and you want to do these handholds, since this is a agility obstacle. Basically, we're going to prioritize running over a lot of the thieving obstacles, and the agility obstacles you can't really skip. So you're just going to have to go over those. Now, at this bend in the road, you're going to take this direction. Now, you can use your mini-map, but if you click on this side of things, you're just going to run around to the other side, so don't do that. You want to run up to them and click on this side, and it'll let you past, just like that. Now here, you can use the mini-map to run through these pendulums. You want to run through the middle, so you can come to this ledge here. Now, here's the next little trick. This is kind of hard to pull off. There's a few ways that you can do this. I'm going to stop right here. There's a few ways that you can do this. The easy way that you're not going to screw up, ever, is to search and deactivate this one. That'll put you here, and then you can just run across. The much harder way is to come back to here, and you can actually just run along via the minimap, toggle your run off, and then back on, and you'll run right through it. That's a lot harder to do, by the way. You need to go run, toggle it off, and then run again. Somehow this resets it, and you're able to run through all 4 of them. But the easiest way is to just search this one, and then you can run across those 3. Now, here is the little fork in the road where having 80 thieving really helps. This shortcut requires 80 thieving and cuts down a lot of the maze. Alright, so at this point, if you don't have 80 thieving to get past these locked doors, you're going to want to take this pathway. So you just go ahead and enter the passageway. Now you can't use the minimap to run past these obstacles for whatever reason, so you just go ahead and click them. And then you can use the minimap to just keep running. And enter the second passageway here. You just run along here. Now there is another split in the road here. This one is the one that you go down if you have even less stats, and it's even longer. So we're going to ignore that. Just use the minimap and click past these obstacles here. You actually don't have to do them, you can just run past them. And enter this passageway. I'm going to go ahead and open this grill here, and use the minimap to run over to this ledge. That way you don't actually get hit by the spinning blades. Now you're going to go ahead and go across this ledge, this climbing ledge. This is the room that you're going to end up going through to get to the chest, if you can see it way over here. If you have 80 thieving, you skip right to that room, so it's very, very fast to have 80 thieving. I would definitely recommend getting it. Now here, you have to search this very first one on the wall, and then you can run past the rest. Just use the minimap and you'll just run past all this crap. Now, when you get to this room, there is a puzzle on this door. Now notice there's a bunch of tiles in this room, except for one. This one says tile. These are multiples. This is a single tile. Take the single tile. It's always this one. Now come up to the door, and simply use the tile on the door. That's all you need. Now, in this room, there's a whole bunch of doors. There's a very particular path for doing this, and I think this is the only path through this minigame. It's to enter through the southern one, run over, enter through this eastern grill, go north, and then east again, south, then east again, all the way south to the bottom here, go through, go west, north again, west again, and then south. So it looks like this: down, over, over, up, over, down, over, all the way down, over, up, over, down. Now, at this point, you pretty much just run to the end. And you'll get to these doors here. You can once again just run across. Same deal here. Just run across. Through the pendulums. Run across this one. Now here, these obstacles look a little bit scary, but they're not at all. You actually just want to click the minimap and you'll just run right through. No big deal. Now, this one's a little bit interesting. There's a few ways that you can do it. You can once again do the run trick where we just flag on the minimap and then you toggle your run off and you'll run right through. Or you can just do it like this. This is fairly easy too. Just stop in between each one and then run. It's a little bit slower that way, but you'll never mess it up. That's the way I like to do it. I don't know why. I use the walking trick on the other one, but I like to do that one a little bit differently. Now in this room you have two guards that patrol. The faster path is to go this way. So what we need to do is we need to grab this flash powder and then use it on the guard. Now you can actually toggle up a run while you're doing the throw. So once you use it and you start the throw animation, just flag yourself on the minimap and you'll get running. Now from here out, it's super simple. Just these two pendulums. Run past them. And here we are. That's the end of the maze. Now that is the longer of the two routes. The other route is much simpler. At the very end here, you just gotta try and crack the safe. There's a 1 in 8 chance that you'll get a reward, and there we go, we got rogue boots. Very nice. So, overall, if you were to try to do this path, it might take you as much as 3 hours to get the entire outfit, because it's entirely random. It's 1 in 8 if you get a piece or not, and you're not gonna be able to complete it every time, because sometimes you'll activate a trap when you're cracking the safe, so you won't always complete it. Sometimes you'll get a rogue kit. Yeah, and you can get duplicates, unfortunately. You can get many, many, many duplicates. So I have a lot of pieces of Rogue's outfit. I actually have the whole set, so I don't need those. Now, I would like to show you how to do the shorter route. Now, my run energy is a little low, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab a super energy here and dose up. We'll talk to Brian or Richard. Tell them we want to try the maze again. Check a few of these. And just drop that on the ground. Alright, because you can't bring anything with you in here. Let's go ahead and go again. Open the doorway. Just like before, just run past these into the contortion bars. Run right past the pendulum. Click here. And then run right down. Through the grills. Onto this empty spot here. And then across. All the way past. And then onto the ledge. Oh, this obstacle takes so long. And then keep on running. Use the minimap to run up in front of these. Then click. I just like to click on the blades. That's pretty easy. Just do it right there. You can use the minimap to run up to here. Click the climb ledge. And keep on running. I'm just going to go ahead and use the walking trick like I did before. Turn it off, turn it on. There we go, right past. And here's what you do if you got 80 thieving. Just open the door and go through the contortion bars. Very, very, very easy. And then you just flag on the minimap and you run all the way around. Now on these two doors, you actually need to be careful. If you click this northern door, you're not going to be able to get through because for some reason it tries to open it from the other side. You're going to want to go ahead and click the southern door here. There you go, right on through. Now, interestingly enough, from this side, you can just, I believe, just flag on the minimap, and you'll run right past all this crap. Because it hugs, because of the way you're standing there, it just hugs these blades. And you just run right past this one, kind of like across the tile. And then you run right across these. You can do a similar thing when you're coming from the other direction by doing the walking trick, running over this one, walking here, and then running past these three. Or you can do that setup, it just takes a few more seconds. Either one works. And then here we are, we're here at the end already. See, it's so much faster going this way. Just go ahead and grab your flash powder, use it on the guard, and run right past. Easy. Now, one way you'll know you're doing it really fast, if you're doing it on this route, is you can drop the flash powder on the ground, and the next time you come through, it should still be there, because it'll take you about 2 minutes if you're doing this the fastest way possible. So here we go, just go ahead and crack the wall safe, see if we get anything good. Hey, we got the top. That's 2 pieces in 2 runs. That would be really lucky if you were doing this for your first time. Hopefully that helps you guys out. The Rogue's outfit is a really good set now that Jagex has buffed it. It gives you double loot and pickpocketing. So go ahead and pop yourself down to the Rogue's Den minigame and get yourself a set.